Greetings everyone, Linda Kuki from Ohio here, welcoming you to this insightful video. Today, we're going to shed light on a pressing issue that's been causing ripples of concern across the globe: the strategies and plans of the Meitei Arambai Tengol terrorist group. This group's actions have sparked fear and chaos, and it's crucial for us to understand their motives, strategies, and the potential impacts of their actions. Join us on this journey as we delve into the intricate details of this serious issue. In the wake of the Common Lock incident, Kuki villages found themselves under attack. Suddenly, the tranquil lives of the Kukis were disrupted by a relatively unknown group named the Meitei Arambai. This group, initially untrained, descended upon Kuki villages in droves. The sheer numbers were staggering, with reports suggesting that around 100 Meitei Arambai terrorists infiltrated these peaceful settlements. As if the situation wasn't dire enough, the Kuki special forces, the village's primary line of defense, were neutralized. This unfortunate turn of events was not a mere coincidence, but a calculated strategy. The Meitei Arambai group, it emerged, had been assisted by the United National Liberation Front, or UNLF, and other state forces. The Kuki special forces found themselves outmaneuvered and outpowered, leading to their downfall. But the Meitei Arambai group didn't stop there. They seized this opportunity to strengthen their ranks. The group, once a mob of untrained attackers, transformed into a formidable force known as the Arambai Tengol Special Force. In an astonishingly short span of time, between 100 and 1,000 individuals underwent special training, bolstering the group's strength and striking capabilities. The aftermath of the Common Lock incident marked a significant shift in the regional dynamics. The Meitei Arambai group, once an unknown entity, had become a force to be reckoned with. Their rapid growth and their successful neutralization of the Kuki special forces signified the beginning of a new era of fear and uncertainty for the Kuki villages. This was not just a territorial dispute or a battle for resources. It was, and continues to be, a deeply rooted ideological conflict, with the Meitei Arambai group aiming to displace the Kukis from their ancestral lands. The Common Lock incident served as a catalyst, propelling this group into the spotlight and setting the stage for a prolonged period of strife and conflict. The Kuki special forces were neutralized, leading to the rise of the Meitei Arambai Tengol Special Force. The aftermath of the Common Lock incident was a grim reminder of the ruthless strategies employed by this group, and a chilling preview of what was to come. The Arambai group has a clear and chilling objective. Born from the embers of conflict, the Arambai group's aim is as stark as it is unsettling. Their target, the Kukis, an indigenous people with roots stretching deep into their ancestral lands. The Arambai group's intent, as they've made known through various media channels, is to displace the Kukis from their homes, their history, their very identity. It's an objective that sends shivers down the spine, not just for its sheer audacity, but for its devastating potential. The Arambai group isn't just making threats either. They've taken active steps to realize their grim ambitions, training their members, these so-called Arambai Tengol Special Forces, in the hundreds and thousands. They've armed themselves to the teeth, ready to strike at a moment's notice. Their goal isn't just displacement, it's complete removal of the Kukis from their ancestral lands. But why the Kukis, you might wonder? The answer is as old as human conflict itself: dominance. The Arambai group, steeped in Meitei ideology, seeks to assert their dominance over the tribals. They aim to rewrite history, to brand the Kukis as outsiders, illegal immigrants in their own homes. It's a narrative they've spun with alarming conviction, fueled by a dangerous cocktail of fear and misinformation. Yet, it doesn't end with the Kukis. The Arambai group's objectives, as we've seen from their social media posts, extend to other tribal groups as well. The Nagas of Manipur, sensing the growing threat, have begun to mobilize and prepare their communities. The fear, the uncertainty, is palpable. One might argue that the Arambai group's objectives are a reflection of a larger, more insidious plot. A plot to stoke the fires of division, to pit neighbors against each other. But as we'll see, not all Meitei are on board with this narrative. Their objective is a frightening testament to the lengths they are willing to go to attain their goals. As we delve deeper into this issue, we'll explore the funding and future plans of the Arambai group, along with the current sentiments among the Métis. Stay tuned. Money is the lifeblood of any organization, and the Arambai group is no exception. The Arambai group's funding comes from a variety of sources, many of which are as concerning as the group's activities themselves. The Métis public finds itself under pressure, often forced to contribute financially to the group. These forced contributions serve as a primary source of income, enabling the group to maintain its operations. This isn't the only source of funding, though. Disturbingly, even Métis ministers and state officials have been implicated in funding the group. These financial contributions, whether willingly or under duress, have empowered the Arambai group, providing them the means to continue their operations. This financial support is a crucial component of the Arambai group's continued existence and influence. It's a stark reminder of the power of money and how it can be used to fuel conflict and unrest. The group's financial backing is a key factor in their continued operations. The Métis ideology is rooted in dominance and erasure. A powerful narrative has been constructed, one that seeks to disenfranchise the tribals, to erase their history, and to brand them as outsiders. The aim is clear: to assert Métis dominance over the tribals and their land. This narrative has been most aggressively pursued against the tribal Kukis. Social media posts from Métis separatists reveal a disturbing pattern. They start with the Kukis, but the intention is to continue this fight against other tribes as well. This has fueled a sense of insecurity among other tribes, the Nagas of Manipur being a prime example. In response to this perceived threat, the Nagas have prepared thousands of volunteers to safeguard their people and their land. But it's not only about land and dominance. The Métis ideological war extends to revoking the ancestral history of the tribals, especially that of the Kukis. In this rewritten narrative, the Kukis are portrayed as illegal immigrants, as outsiders. However, there are voices of reason within the Métis community. One Métis intellectual noted that Kukis and Métis have been living together for centuries. He suggested that there is a third party involved, stirring up conflict for their own gains. He urged the Métis people to find this instigator so that peace can be restored. Interestingly, the common Métis people seem to be heeding this call. Recent surveys suggest that nearly 60% of the Métis population disapprove of the ongoing ethnic cleansing of the Kukis. They have started to protest and are making efforts to regain the trust of the Kuki community. This shift in attitude is a glimmer of hope in an otherwise grim situation. However, it is clear that the future looks grim if these ideologies continue to spread. The Métis ideology, if left unchecked, threatens to tear apart the fabric of society in Manipur and beyond. However, hope is not entirely lost. Amidst the turmoil, a beacon of light emerges as an increasing number of Métis, nearly 60%, voice their dissent against the ongoing Kuki ethnic cleansing. This growing wave of discontent is a testament to the deep-rooted harmony that has existed between the Métis and the Kukis, a harmony that has been disrupted but not destroyed. While the Arambai Tangle Special Force continues to push their divisive narrative, the Métis public has started to push back. They're not standing idly by as their brethren are targeted. They are organizing protests, speaking out on social media, and reaching out to the Kukis in an attempt to mend the fractures caused by this conflict. The Métis public's actions are a clear rejection of the Arambai group's ideology and tactics. They are a call for unity, a plea for peace, and a step towards regaining the trust of the Kuki community. They are a reminder that the Métis and Kuki communities have coexisted for centuries, and that this shared history is something to cherish, not erase. This dissent among the Métis is not just a glimmer of hope, but also a testament to the power of the human spirit. It's a reminder that even in the face of adversity, there are those who will stand up for what's right. And it's a call to action for all of us to work towards understanding and peace. Make no mistake, the road to resolution is long and fraught with challenges, but the first step has been taken. The Métis public's stand against the Arambai group's actions is a powerful statement that the status quo is not acceptable. It's a step towards reconciliation, towards peace, and towards a future where the Métis and Kuki communities can once again coexist harmoniously. As we wrap up, remember, understanding is the first step towards resolution. Thank you for joining us today. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to subscribe to Zelenga Media for more such content. Linda Kuki, signing off.